Hey, I'm Cyrus. Welcome to this meditation for nurturing sadness. If there's something you're feeling sad about and you want to process, heal, and nurture it, go ahead and get into a comfortable position. Ground yourself in your environment by noticing what you see, and perhaps a calming, grounding object that your eyes gravitate towards. Invite that object into your awareness as something that can calm and ground you throughout the session and that you can go back to if you feel like you need to. And listen to the sounds in the room around you for a moment. Remember that this isn't a substitute for therapy or professional help, so if you need it, seek it. And if you feel ready to embrace the emotions that might arise, go ahead and close your eyes. And take a slow, grounding, deep breath in through your nose. And breathe it slowly out through the mouth. Breathe in again a little deeper and imagine the breath going down to your toes. And all the way back up through your mouth and nose. And breathe one final deep breath now, 50% slower, breathing slowly and deeply into the whole body. And exhaling 50% slower. And take a moment to tune into something or someone in your life that you love in your awareness, something that brings you a sense of comfort, love, and groundedness. Notice where you feel that energy in your body as it arises within your awareness. And just breathe and allow that to amplify and calm and soothe you for a moment. And if it feels safe to do so now, if you feel ready, start to be aware of whatever you're sad about. And if it feels safe to do so now, allow that emotion to float to the surface of your body. Let it up instead of pushing it down. If now or at any point tears start to flow and you feel safe and ready to allow them to, feel free to without self-judgment. And perhaps start to acknowledge in your mind, yes, there is sadness here, acknowledging that without judgment. And now for a moment, start to let go of the thoughts and the stories around this and simply be with the energy in the body. Notice where you notice the energy, the feeling of sadness. Start to notice the sensations. What does it feel like in a specific way? And if it feels safe, allow it to flow. Don't try to change or control the feeling. Just let it through like a wave and witness and watch the wave of energy. If it flows, allow it to flow. If it's stuck, allow it to be stuck. Just watch the way the energy happens to spontaneously manifest in the body directly. And if it feels safe, allow yourself to surrender to the sadness to a level where you're okay if it stays for a moment. And you're okay if it releases and lets go as well. You're simply okay letting it do whatever it naturally does, watching the sensations of the feeling from that place now. And begin to hold a nurturing energy towards what remains of the sadness feeling. Notice how you're not this feeling, but you are watching it. And as you watch it from this connected place, you can hold it within your awareness in this nurturing way, perhaps even visualizing yourself comforting the inner child version of yourself that might feel this sadness. Imagine yourself holding this space of unconditional acceptance and nurturing, as if that comfort and nurturing feeling envelops you completely and totally, as if you are totally acceptable and lovable as you are, even with this sadness, holding that space now. And perhaps you might ask yourself, is there a reason to hold on to this level of intensity of sadness? Is there a reason part of me needs to feel this much sadness still? Asking yourself that non-judgmentally. And if whatever answer you might have received makes you feel safe to start to let go of some or all of it, just ask the universe or whatever greater energy resonates with you to help you surrender some or all of that sadness. Literally asking for that support in your mind now as an experiment. And if any of that sadness feels ready to lift, just allow it to. If you feel safe to let it go, let it flow out of your body, not thinking but watching its effortless evaporation. And notice any space you might have opened up. And whether there's still sadness there or not is not the point. If there is, allow it to be there. But either way, even with any remaining sadness, start to be aware of that person or thing you chose at the start of the session that you love. Welcome that feeling into the space you've opened up so it can coexist with the sadness or whatever might remain. Feel and sense how any remaining sadness doesn't need to be the only thing or the driving force of your consciousness. Allow this love to begin to suffuse and elevate and open up other possibilities now as you breathe in that feeling of love. Notice how you can honor any remaining sadness and still welcome in positive silver linings, feelings of love, and other feelings that can coexist with whatever remains of that sadness. And when it feels ready to subside and evaporate on its own, it will. But for now, you can simply hold this bigger space and allow the whole range of your experience to exist more comfortably within it. So I invite you to take one final moment to hold that space, that beautiful balance, and allow it to bloom within you effortlessly with each breath. Take your time as you re-emerge and open your eyes at your own pace and move at a rhythm that feels good and connected to you. And be aware of any shifts in your relationship to this feeling of sadness, as you might feel safer to surrender to the flow of the energy and still hold space to allow for other possibilities to coexist with that and uplift you, perhaps even unexpectedly, as you move back into your day. Thank you for taking this time for yourself today. Feel free to share this track with anyone you think it might be useful to, and I hope you have a peaceful day.